My deep feeling of sympathy. Kate reads letter of condolence from George V to her family after 3 of her great-grandmother's brothers were killed in World War I, as their moving letters are also revealed. The Duchess of Cambridge has paid a surprise visit to London's Imperial War Museum ahead of Armistice Day to see letters about 3 brothers of her great-grandmother, all of whom fought and died in the First World War. All 3 sons of Kate's great-great-grandfather Francis Martin Lupton were killed in action within 2 years of each other while serving during the conflict. Kate viewed poignant letters relating to Maurice, who died in 1915 aged 28, Lionel, who died in 1916 aged 24, and Francis, who was killed in 1917 aged 31, at the IWM's Documents Archive after undertaking a short tour of the First World War galleries. The Duchess had the chance to read an extract from a letter from Maurice to his father, in which he asked for night lights and pencils to be sent to him, and described finding unexploded shells. Both sides avoid putting their heads over the parapet during the day, he wrote. We found 2 unexploded shells hereabouts, one we have buried and the other Lionel said he could find an owner for and that it was worth keeping. Lionel was here the day before yesterday for a bit, and I have seen him 2 or 3 times in the last few days. She also met with historians, curators and a fellow descendant of a First World War soldier, and was shown a letter of condolence from the keeper of the Privy Purse at Buckingham Palace to her relatives. I am commanded by King George V, to convey to you His Majesty's deep feeling of sympathy with you in the fresh bereavement which has befallen you by the death in battle of your gallant son Major F. A. Lupton. The letter read: The King realizes that this is the 3rd beloved son you have given in your country's cause, and His Majesty trusts that you may be granted strength and comfort in the further sorrow which you have been called upon to bear. Kate was also shown a telegram from Lieutenant Richard Noel Middleton, husband of her great-grandmother Olive Lupton, on March 26, 1917 announcing that the body of Major Francis Lupton, Kate's great-uncle, had been found. It read, Bad news, Francis body found. Killed instantaneously. Kate cut an elegant figure for today's visit in a simple blue shift dress by Jenny Packham, teamed with her go-to nude heels from Giant Vito Rossi and a mulberry clutch. The Duchess previously wore the same dress as she arrived in Canada for the royal tour in September 2016. Ahead of Armistice Day, she proudly wore the Royal British Legion's Women of the First World War brooch, which honors women who served and lost their lives as a direct result of the First World War. It's been a busy week so far for the Duchess, who paid a visit to Coach Corps Essex in Basildon yesterday to meet with young coaching apprentices. During today's visit, Kate found out more about her 3 deceased relatives, boarders of Olive, who worked as a nurse in the Voluntary Aid Detachment, and was the Duchess of Cambridge's great-grandmother. She married Lieutenant Richard Noel Middleton, who also corresponded with the family during the war. The couple had a son called Peter, a Second World War Mosquito pilot, and he then had Michael Middleton, the father of Kate, socialite Pippa and businessman James. Before heading into the museum this afternoon, Kate paused to view the poppies, weeping window artwork by Paul Cummins with Diane Lees, Director General of IWM. The Duchess first saw the piece in its original form when it was displayed at the Tower of London in 2014 as part of the Blood-Swept Lands and Seas of Red installation, where 888,246 poppies were displayed, representing each life lost at the front during the First World War. The Weeping Window has since been touring the UK, where they have been viewed by millions before finally reaching the Imperial War Museum. Kate has been getting back into the swing of royal duties throughout the month of October, following her return from maternity leave. She was seen at a handful of family events over the summer, including Prince Harry's wedding and Trooping the Colour, but has been enjoying time away from official duties since Prince Louis' birth in April. Even though Kate was resumed royal duties, her primary focus will be her children throughout the autumn, according to Palisades. Meanwhile, her sister-in-law Meghan and Prince Harry have been the focus of attention in recent weeks as they complete their first major official overseas tour as a married couple.